So we pick up the most reviewed and high rating budget gaming headset in Lazada. We're going to check their physical overview, features, and we'll see which gaming headset is the best for you. Everything you need to know coming up. Hey, what's up guys, it's Mac here and we do a lot of tech related videos like this one. So if this is your first time, consider subscribing. With that said, let's check out these gaming headsets. So this is how we're picking up the best gaming headset from our list. First and foremost, and the most important aspect of a gaming headset, it has to have a good quality audio in terms of balance high, mids and lows. Not overpowering each other so it will produce a good sound. I know people have different perspective of good audio, but I will judge this in accordance to my own personal taste and you just have to trust me in my judgment. Just in case you don't know what kind of sound I'm into, I will give you an idea. I really love the implementation of Beats by Dre headphones. But of course, we're not going to compare it with them because this is a budget gaming headset criteria. Second, we want to have a good mic quality audio, which we will be testing it using a PC and a smartphone. You'll be able to help me in this since you will hear a raw mic sound quality without editing. Third, we want to know which one has the best build quality, versatility, and comfort. Fourth, though it is not that important to some, but most of us want to know which has the best aesthetics. And lastly, the price for performance. So we'll check it one by one in no particular order. I'm going to pick randomly and tell you a quick overview of what's in the box and the features. So let's go. So this is the X-Shark KX101 from Salar. Inside the box, it's just the headset in a bubble wrap, and other than that, there's nothing more. The build quality is all plastic material and looks really weak and easy to break. The clamping force is a bit weak. It is also adjustable with distinguishable clicks and soft padding on the headband. The ear cushions are soft as well with a leather-like material that looks like it will peel easily over time, probably in 6 months or 1 year. Of course, that will depend on who's using it. Well, this one also has a flip up and down mic, but there's also an audio volume control over here. The cable is permanently attached on the headphones and it looks sturdy enough with a braided cable, of course. And for its connectivity, it has a 3.5mm jack for mic and audio input. I guess that's all for its features. Anyway, if you want to know some more, just check this out and pause the video. Now for the next headset, this one is called the G2000 from Kotion. That's a very unique name. Inside the box you'll get the headphone itself and the manual. The build is also made of mostly plastic with the exception of the headband frame. It has a metal in it. Though I hate the glossy material parts, I think this will last for a very long time because of its build. It's really sturdy. The headband and the ear cushions are very soft and the texture feels like a marshmallow and I kinda like it. The clamping force is fine and it doesn't put much stress on the head. This is also adjustable, but it doesn't have any distinguishable clicks, so you will not know if it is leveled on the other side. The flip up and down mic is also appreciated, but it doesn't have a mute, it doesn't mute when you flip it up, but still you got the inline control to do that, so that's a plus. If the bright orange doesn't still satisfies you, well, it also has an orange color lighting effect for more aesthetically pleasing if you're into that. The cable is strong, braided, and permanently attached on the headphones, and this really looks very sturdy. Lastly, for its connectivity, it has a 3.5mm jack for mic and audio and a USB to power the LED light. If you want to know more details about this headset, just check this out and pause the video. Moving on, so this one is called the Onikuma K20 and inside the box is the headset itself. The 3.5mm jack is splitter for mic and audio and the manual. It is made out of very sturdy plastic, and I really love how Onikuma implemented its build, especially on this part, since it tilts and it moves in accordance to the shape of your head. All headphones should be like this, so that the pressure of the clamping force will be equally distributed around your ear and not just concentrated only under your ears like most of the headphones right now. Speaking of clamping force, this one is the most comfortable in our list. Headband and ear cushions are breathable and soft. This is good for those who doesn't want the leather type cushions. This one also has a flip up and down mic with inline controls for audio and mic. I also like the simple RGB implementation of this one since the colors are equally distributed. But take note that there is no software or any physical button control to change the color. It's just randomly changing it by itself. The braided cable is also permanently attached on the headset. It also looks very strong and I think this will last for a very long time. For its connectivity, it has a 3.5mm jack, standard for smartphones, and if you want to connect this to your PC, you'll be needing the dongle included in the box. So that's about it for its features, and if you want to know some more, just check this out and pause the video. Now let's take a look at the X-Shark KX901 from Stellar as well. So inside the box, you'll see the headset itself and nothing more. It's made up of entirely plastic and it looks nice on the photo in the box, but it looks cheaply made at first glance. The headband and the ear cushions are soft and it has a leather-like material. The clamping force is nice and comfortable as well. It is also adjustable with a specific adjustment for precision, and I kinda like that. This silver accent turns into RGB that randomly changes colors when you plug the USB on your PC. And again, there is no way to control these colors in any way. It also has a flip up and down mic, but it doesn't have an inline control to mute it. But it has a volume control for audio at the back of the left ear cup. The braided cable is also permanently attached on the headset. And for its connectivity, it has a two 3.5mm jack for audio and mic, and the USB to power the RGB lighting. If you want to know more details about this headset, just check this out and pause the video. And for the last headset, this is what we call the Redragon Ares, and we actually had an in-depth review of this. Just check out the card at the top right side corner of your screen. So let's check out what do we get inside the box. Obviously, the gaming headset itself, headphone with mic adapter for your smartphone, the Redragon stickers, and the manual. Now for its physical overview, the build is all plastic material, and yes, it is cheaply made at first look and even more so when you touch it. I like the headband texture on the top. It feels like a rubberized material. Also the cushions of the headband, it's really nice. It's not that amazing but not that bad either. The clamping force of the headset is a bit weak and it might fall if you move too much. The headband is also adjustable and it has a distinguishable clicks when you adjust it, but I don't really trust that plastic frame inside it. It looks really it will break if you try to move it too much. It also has a flip up and down mic but still picks up sound on either position, and this doesn't have any noise cancellation features. Also, there is no inline control for mute or whatever, but it has a volume control for the audio at the back of the left ear cup. And lastly, for the cable, it is permanently attached on the headset. It's not braided but it's not weak either. And also at the end of this cable, it has a 3.5mm jack for audio and mic. So if you want to know more details about this headset, just check this out and pause the video. Now let's talk about the sound quality of these headsets. Let's start with the G2000. In this headset, you can definitely feel the punch of the bass, and it's not overpowering the mids or the highs, though it needs a little bit of gain in the highs in my opinion. But overall, I'm kinda liking it. For the Onikuma K20, the volume of the headset from out of the box is pretty low. Even though it's max volume in the inline control, you need to increase a little bit on your PC or smartphone to make it hearable, if that's even a word. But hey, the sound quality is super clear, highs are good, mids are good, but a little lacking on the bass, so if you are a bass head, this is not for you. For the KX901, this really sounds muddy, with the bass overpowering everything else. This one needs a lot of gains on its highs, maybe add a little 5% on the mids, and lower 10% to 12% of the bass. Overall, this headset is the most terrible sound among the list that we have today. For the Redragon Ares, I have no complaints or anything, but it sounds really good for its price, and among of the rest of the headsets that we have in this video, this has the most quality sound overall. It has a good punch on the bass, nicely gained mids, and super clear highs. For the KX101, the volume sound from out of the box is a bit lacking and needs a little bump volume from your PC or smartphone. Though the sound is really way better than the bigger brother, the KX901, though it needs a little bass in this, but not so much, just a little, so it will have a great sound. And for the next part of the video, we're going to check out some mic tests, but let me warn you, starting from this point is that the PC recording is very low, so you have to bump it a little bit on your headphones so you can listen to it clearly. On the other hand, you have to lower it down when we start recording it from the smartphone. For some reason, it's really loud, so just a heads up before we move on. So let's begin. So this is the sound of the KX101 plug into my PC without editing. And now this is the sound of the KX101 plug into my PC with noise suppression on. So this is the sound of the Redragon's microphone plug into my PC without editing. And now this is the sound of the Redragon Ares plug into my PC with noise suppression on. So this is the sound of the G2000 microphone plug into my PC without editing. Now this is the sound of the G2000 plug into my PC with noise suppression on. So this is the sound of the Onikuma K20 plug into my PC without editing. And now this is the sound of the onikuma K20 plug into my PC with noise suppression on. So this is the sound of the KX901 plug into my PC without editing. Now this is the sound of the KX901 plug into my PC with noise suppression on. So this is the sound of the headset's mic plug into my iPhone. Take note that this doesn't have its own dongle, so we are borrowing the Redragon's accessories. So this is the sound of the KX101 plug into my smartphone. And again, this is the sound of the Redragon Ares plug into my smartphone. I'm using its dongle, so this is how it sounds. And now this is the sound of the G2000 plug into my smartphone. So I'm also borrowing the Redragon's accessory over here. So if you wanted to use this to your smartphone or something, you have to buy something like this separately. So this is the sound of the Onikuma K20 plug into my iPhone. So actually you don't really need a dongle over here because by default the plug for this one, I cannot really show you, is standard for any smartphone. And for our last headphone, this is what we call the KX901 plug into my iPhone. So I'm also borrowing the accessory of the Redragon. So just in case you wanted to use this again for your smartphone, you have to buy a dongle like this separately. And now that we are done checking out the overview, the features, also the mic test and everything else, we are going to pick the best sound quality, best build quality, best aesthetics, and best mic quality in this list that we have for today. So let's move on. And so the winner for the best sound quality in our budget gaming headset list is first the Redragon, second the X-Shark KX101, third the Kotion G2000, fourth the Onikuma K20, and lastly the X-Shark KX901. For the best build quality, we'll start and begin with Kotion G2000, followed by Onikuma K20, third from X-Shark KX901, fourth the Redragon Ares, and lastly the X-Shark KX101. And for our best aesthetics, though this is subjective, these are my personal choices. Number one, I like the Onikuma K20 style because of its flip up mic, and also the headset is rotating just right. Also the RGB is not too show off, so to speak. My second choice is the Redragon Ares. Third one is the Kotion though it's a bit bulky, but I am not into that. And fourth is the X-Shark KX901. And the last design that I don't like the most is of course the X-Shark KX101. And for our best mic quality, I chose first of all the Onikuma K20, second the Redragon Ares, third the Kotion G2000, fourth the KX101, and lastly the KX901. So let me conclude with an overall best budget gaming in our list. Our number one choice is the Redragon Ares because it delivers good quality sound, awesome microphone, and for its simple red and black style. Though the only cons for this is the build quality. This will be followed up by Onikuma K20, G2000, KX101. If there is anything I would like you to avoid, try not to buy the KX901. The sound quality is really terrible and muddy. The mic quality is nasally and the build looks like a toy. Anyway, these are just my personal choices, but if you disagree with me, please give us your own personal list in the comment section below. If you want to grab one of these budget gaming headsets in our list, make sure to check out the links in the description below. So that's it guys, if you found this video interesting and helpful, make sure to give us a thumbs up and share it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.